take me in front of the letting them carry down my Lord.
And that's hard on him too, because
But I still got up. I still got up and got ready. Even though I was still tired, I still got up, got ready, stayed up until Dan got here. But last night didn't work out. Like I told you I was gonna do. Did it last night because this morning I was getting ready. I wanted to get ready. Yeah.
Victor said, you got some feedback. What you got, Victor? What you say? I heard you say something.
Oh, I said pray.
Yeah, he said pray.
I always pray.
Yeah.
I feel like that. I pray for
But I mean, I said, at least you're catching what's going on with you, you know, and you're trying to take care of it, not just letting it go.
Yeah. That's where the battle began.
Mhm.
And continue to fight. You ain't the only one. He's fighting too. Brandon, your peeps, they're fighting too. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy on anybody. And he's probably like struggling with his own demons, but you know, he's probably not saying anything about it because he's trying to take care, make sure that you're right. You know what I mean?
I'm always making sure that these two are right before I worry about myself. All I need to do is get my Social Security and I'm having these guys out before I can help myself. Because I know I'm stronger.
What's Social Security?
Huh?
Social Security. You said Social Security?
That's all we're missing. The only paperwork I'm missing.
You can do it online, you know that, right?
Yeah, I know that.
Did you have it before?
Yeah, I did, but it's really old and I can replace it.
So you used to get Social Security before?
Talking about a Social Security card.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I just wanted, anybody got any feedback that you want to share with Kiana?
Can I parallel her real quick?
Yes, can we get a side topic, please?
I'm sorry.
I'm going way out my comfort zone again because I'm on fire. I'm on fire and the universe tells me. And like, I've had some weird stuff happen and it's weird that, to me, it's very awesome, but it's weird the stuff that she's describing. I'm kind of going through some trouble right now in my house. I have an individual, and I talked to my wife all morning. I feel like grabbing him by his throat and choking him out right now. And you know, I've been to prison twice, and I know how violence works, you know, and my wife is telling me to be smart and let the Lord work his will through me and not to fall short and fall weak into this prison system mentality. And like, I know the prison system mentality is when it presents itself, you got to react without hesitation because other people will watch the way these fools acting and they'll try to do it too, you know? And it's like, I have a demon that's working through somebody in my house right now, and he's being very weird, and he's provoking me. And like you guys could kind of see, I'm kind of gaining some strength now. I'm trying to powerhouse this through my recovery and be here for my kids and my family. This is very important to me. And that's why I'm strong and like a flame right now. I feel like a flame's in me. And it's God's will, my girl tells me, you know, and not to fall short, because if I allow this demon to sit there and have the strength to push me off of my tracks right now, it's going to ruin my recovery and my program. And then I'm going to lose what I have that's being offered to me by the cosmos and the universe or God, God's will. And I've been a man that's fallen short a lot in life and had a lot of bad choices that I've made, like prison, and it's so easy to just give up and wring this dude's neck right now and tell him, dude, you're crossing my border. What were we talking about earlier? You're crossing my boundaries here, man. You need to step back and get off of me. But my wife, you know, the salt and pepper, us guys need us, them women, and soft emotions to get us to put down our our manliness, you know, and listen to that emotion, because us men need that too. We can't just be strong and powerhouse. We need some of that emotion in our life. And that's why we have women with us, you know, to work side by side us, to get me to focus, man, that violence is just gonna screw everything up. And she told me, you know what you need to do? And this is what's funny. She said, you need to stand up in class and touch these people in your class, Daniel, and have that flow of that energy of God's will and touch these people and put a fire in your class, man, and tell these people that don't lose focus, man. Don't lose focus, and don't let anything stop you from your focus and your programming. And if you don't, you're going to be all right. And I feel weak, like I just want to strangle the dude, you know? And so I had talked to my housemate, or my house boss, and I didn't want to be no rat, you know? Because I'm from prison, man. I don't want to be no rat and be ratting on nobody. But I had brought it up to the guy that controls the house, and he said he's going to have a talk with the dude. And I did get soft and I did rat, but you know, hey, I also stood up and I recorded it because I wanted my old lady to listen to this. Amen. And listen to me have the ball sack, to stand up and do this, man, because this is out of my zone right here. Sure. Like way.
No, hold on just a second. Hold on. So to back to what he was saying, and thank you for sharing. This is not a prison. You know what I'm saying? And I keep telling you guys that this is not prison. This is treatment. Mm-hmm. People are coming here to get treatment. Mm-hmm. They're not coming here to wear their rags, to wear their scarf, to sag, or whatever else, whatever behavior goes on in prison. This is not prison. This is where you come and get treatment. So if anybody's provoking you in that way, again, your wife is right. You need to ignore that. Bring it to our attention so they can be addressed. Because if somebody's using drugs or acting in a way that is not according to the rules of a treatment center, right, you need to bring it to attention, because there's no snitching up in here. You know what I'm saying? It's not called snitching. It's bringing to our awareness the behavior that's going on in the home. This is a home. People are trying to get clean. People are trying to get their kids back and trying to go home. This is not 𝓬𝓸𝓷𝓮, 𝓃𝓸𝓷𝓮. None of that is popping off up in here. You know what I'm saying? And yes, there's behaviors like that, but this is not the program. Right. This is not going to happen like this. So I'm glad you brought it to attention. And again, just like you said, your wife said to stay focused. And I tell people all the time, there's a lot of negativity going on up in here. There's a lot of negativity going on in the home. Stay focused. Because in time that person either going to leave or you're going to get kicked out the program. Again, stay focused on your program. Remember why you was here. And I'm telling you, all you new people that are here, you know what I'm saying? There's people that's been here that is in the program. They don't want to be here. They're here because they have to be. So if their behavior is causing you to feel some type of way, bring it to our attention. Ignore it. Ignore it. Stay focused. Because you can do it. In 90 days, you can get up on your feet. You can get your family back in 90 days. You can get a job. Stay focused and remember why you're here. Ignore the foolishness, the messiness, the chatter. Just like you did, you ignored it when you was in prison. You were fighting every battle in prison. No. How many of y'all was fighting every battle in prison? I wasn't. Wasn't that type of party. Because you get your head cut off up in there or get slammed in the hole for a whole year. So I had to choose my battle wisely. And I tell you also, and everybody else that is here, choose your battles wisely, because every battle don't need to be said nothing. Every battle don't need to be fought. Just because somebody else is messy and being foolish, that don't mean you have to stoop to the level. This is not prison. This is not the streets. You don't have to defend yourself because somebody's up there ramming their mouth about you, or lying about you, or running and telling stuff on you. You don't have to address that.
And then my secondary house guy, he comes to me as, you know, he blesses me with his knowledge. You know, me when I was in prison, you know, I was part of the woodpile, the white dudes. You know, we weren't real too close with the black community in prison. You know. And sometimes you get negative feelings, you know, and because you're surrounded by those feelings, you know, and they rub off on you. And you know what? I gotta say, being a white guy and being from prison and all that bull crap, I've met some really cool black people and had the opportunity to connect with some people that are amazing. This guy from my house, he designed a water filtration system that he had blessed Africa with in Michigan, and now he's in the United States. And this guy is so far advanced than me, and his story of the will of God and how he had worked. He did this Saturday night, and I was blown away on the kitchen table, and that's what started this flame that's in me right now, and did this. And I had told him, I said, I shared my story, your story with my wife, and then it came back to me, and now she tells me I need to stand up and talk in front of the people, And I mean, these people are awesome. They have a very good story and a good message. And like, he came to me this morning and he goes, Daniel, have you ever read the book of Daniel? And it shook me, man. It like shook the crap out of me. I'm like, you mean Daniel the Lion's Den? And I was giggling because that's exactly what's happening in my life right now, this exact second. Like, I'm in the den of lions, and I'm watching this negativity, these demons, like trying to shake me in this den and trying to alter me from off these tracks.
Okay, now so we're gonna intervene
it
with
was
those
weird.
thoughts.
It was
Okay.
weird that
You're gonna
he came
intervene with
out.
those thoughts, and that's where the cognitive behavior. That's where you go to do better, and you redirect those thoughts. And we're gonna anybody got any feedback? Because we're gonna move on.
Yeah,
And
so
then we-
by this dude, and he goes, hey, what's your name again? I go, Daniel, and he goes, like Daniel in the Lion's Den? Now that's twice today. I've been blessed with that, like touched. I was like, whoa, that's crazy, you know what I mean?
Thank
But
you
I'm
for
done.
sharing.
Yeah, you guys, that's
Okay,
crazy, man.
Thank you for sharing. Appreciate you.
Too long.
Do you have any? You raise your hand.
Like a rock star.